How's it going, Forex Traders? Usually Desmond Samuel, and I am back on the chart. I'm back on your screen yet again. The guy that knows when the market is actually ready to move, guys. Now, today's video promises to be very, very different, guys. You are in for a ride. Believe me, you are in for a ride. All right. So I urge you to grab your journal and your pen because there are lots of things you're going to be learning today. All right. So, and I urge you to see through to the end. Be sure to watch to the end, guys. There's a lot I'm about to show you in the market. All right. So be safe and let's go. Alright, so the key things over here, we have the CAD-yen. I actually called out CAD-yen from this point here. I was targeting, obviously this recent low is where the market would obviously, take a pause or most likely reverse from, and it did just that. It took a pause and then actually, broke through thus recent low here, and then now coming in to give us a new low at this point. So I'm actually expecting this price to collapse all the way to 103 as far as the CAD-yen is concerned. I actually see no reason as to why this market would not collapse all the way to 103. All right, so taking you guys all the way to the monthly time frame, let's do a quick top down analysis on CAD-yen. Let's just see how, what prompted me to call CAD-yen to the downside and what exactly am I seeing that could actually, play out further on CAD-yen. So to kick things off, we have, this is the monthly time frame here. It takes one full month to form one whole candle. So this is it. So now, first of all here, the CAD-yen came into a very, really strong supply level at so this happened on July. I think this was somewhere around July 2024. Here about that this market actually came into this very, very solid supply level somewhere around here like so. Now how do you mark out your supply level? Is just this is your supply level. All right, so the market came into this supply level and then printed a bearish engulfing candle monthly candlestick. All right, so this is a bearish engulfing monthly candlestick close right out here. So this is it. So now how the previous month closes determines how the subsequent ones will actually move. All right, so in this case here we had a decent, that is a whole month closed bearish engulfing, guys. A whole month closed bearish engulfed 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 whole months of trading engulfed with exactly 1 month, and that was July. So you're saying that from June all the way down was engulfed by just one July candlestick. That is crazy. All right, so now you always would actually know what the following months would actually play out like, because now how that month closes determines how the rest of the months will play out. Now, so criteria one, we have the big boy time frame, monthly time frame. All right, so this is a monthly supply level here. The market pushed in and created a decent supply level and reacted off of them. So now we have one thing here, which is the engulfing candlestick formation at a monthly time frame. Very, very solid. All right, very, very, very decent. I just want to walk you guys through my whole thought process in this game. All right, so pay attention and see close and make sure you watch to the end because you're gonna learn something very, very vital here. You already know for a fact that dealing with this current price action, the next most significant level is at this base. That is around somewhere around 90. I think once we scroll down to the weekly time frame to be clearer. All right, so now we have, first of all, this is an uptrend, no doubt, but the market has come in to create a bearish engulfing candlestick somewhere around here like so. All right, so now this exposes 96. All right, so now let us scale down to the weekly time frame and see how things look. So scaling down to the weekly time frame, we have this. All right, we have exactly this. So now this is the most immediate significant level as far as the CAD-yen is concerned, and that is around 95 price point. Now I'm just going to walk you guys through why I think CAD-yen has a lot of downside potential. That is, it is actually going to collapse further all the way to 94. So now on the monthly time frame, you have been able to establish a narrative. We had the bearish engulfing candlestick pattern form. All right, now on the weekly time frame, if you look closely, we have some form of a chart pattern here. All right, so we have a head and shoulders pattern here forming. Right, so this is it weekly. So this is exactly how it looks. This is the shoulder pattern. There's a head, shoulder. This forming on a higher time frame, on the weekly time frame, and the monthly time frame. This is a reversal candlestick pattern, guys. This is big. On the weekly time frame, guys, mind you, this is not 4-hour time frame, this is weekly time frame. Anytime you see this chart pattern form on the higher time frame, monthly, weekly, it is big. Now we have established two things. Now we have three things actually. We have a monthly supply level, we have the bearish engulfing monthly candlestick break and close. All right, we have, it has formed, it has closed, it is solid, it is stamped. Now scaling down to the weekly time frame, we now have head and shoulders pattern. Guys, we have three things pointing bearish as far as CAD-yen is concerned. Okay, so now working our way down now. So on this right hand side, like on this right hand side of this head and shoulders pattern here, we have a double top formation. That M pattern formation. This is a double top. This is point 1, point 2, and then the second head is lower than the high than the previous head. That is, this is a lower high from here. This is a lower high from here. Best believe this is, if this materializes, this is solid. This is solid. I'm walking you guys through my thought process, so that tomorrow when I come back and I tell you guys that I know exactly when the market is ready, you'll not think I'm bluffing. All right, so this is now monthly time frame solid, weekly time frame solid now. So let's see what happens now. So we've now established a narrative. All right, but now let's see if we can, plug in some trend lines and see how it looks. Does it look decent? So let me just come and connect this to bottom. So from point 1 here all the way, dragging all the way to point 2. So you see, every single thing that makes this guy bullish, like at least a trend line has cleared. It's been cleared. So now this exposes this guy to 95 price points. 95 price points. So now trend lines are out of the way. Okay, so now scaling down to the daily time frame. Now we have established, first of all, supply level was somewhere around here, like so, very decent. Bearish engulfing candle formed, head and shoulders pattern formed. Now on the right hand side of the head and shoulders pattern, we have a double top, decent. So now scaling down to the daily time frame. Now let's see what happens. So now on the daily time frame, scaling down to the daily time frame, you know exactly what we are playing with here. All right, so this is a double top, nicely done. All right, double top, looks like an M, literally double top. All right, so now why exactly did I say that you guys can go short on this pair? First of all, you have a supply level somewhere around here, like so, that has held nicely. Now there was a trend line play here that was actually gotten out of the way. All right, so this trend line was actually out of the way, like so. Okay, so I saw this beautiful wave pattern happen around here, and guys, this is not all. Hold on. So now I saw a very beautiful supply level somewhere around here that I could play with. Okay, so now trend lines were out of the way. So I saw this trend line out of the way. All right, and then I saw a very beautiful supply level somewhere around here, like so. Okay, so now I scaled down to the 4-hour time frame. You see how I have actually broken down this chart real time. So now I scroll down to the 4-hour time frame. You see how I actually broken down this chart real time before your eyes. All right, I've taught you how to carry out top-down analysis once and for all. So now this is your entry. The entries were somewhere around here. Now, why did I enter at this point? It's very simple. Fibonacci had a role in this. All right, I actually saw this guy from, let's go back to the daily time frame. All right, so I actually saw this guy on the daily time frame, the fib level on the daily time frame, very solid. All right, from the most recent swing high. Now we are dealing with external structure here. All right, so external structure. Now we have internal structure, we have external structure in trading. All right, so now dealing with the higher time frame narrative now, which is a daily time frame, I was able to plot my Fibonacci from all the way from the most recent significant high, and then brought it all the way down to this point here at the recent low. All right, so you see now, we see how I'm beating my trade buyers. All right, so now we have a very crucial, very beautiful trade plan here. Okay, so now I noticed that the market came right into my Fibonacci level, which was very beautiful, rejected off of there. And now remember, we trade the bounce, we trade reaction, we don't predict, we actually trade the reaction of the level. So now all these things out of the way. Okay, now contingency plan. Now, so what is the other case scenario? What is the worst case scenario for this Cardian? It's very simple. We have a bullish trend. Okay, this predominantly is actually bullish. Okay, the market has been bullish for a while, making series of higher highs and higher lows. Now the market has come into putting a chart pattern on the weekly time frame. It is in no doubt solid. All right, but if you draw your Fibonacci well from swing low to swing high, you can see the market is still coming into a very delicate point. So you see, this 104 region that I marked out here is a very solid and very decisive level for the Cardian. Very decisive, because the market could easily rotate all the way back up. And if it does that, it has not fallen out of price action. Believe me, it has every right to do so, because this market is still in demand. It's on demand level 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Fibonacci play, we have the overall trend being very bullish. Best believe me, if the market just decides to rotate all the way from here, it has every right to do so. Believe me. All right, so I'm just showing you this thing so that in your trade, in your course of watching my videos and executing these trades, you have to learn the process. You have to learn my thought process, like what do I think about, when I open the chart. This is exactly how it is. All right. Obviously, there are other rules of engagement. We have the entries and exits. We have the counting your waves pattern and all sorts of things. Those ones are for the paid program, right? But this is just free stuff. I'm just giving you guys free stuff. Right? Now the 104 region is very crucial, very crucial, because this would make or break. This would decide whether or not we make no money on this guy and drop this guy all the way to 90, 94, 95 region. These will decide. This is the deciding factor here. All right. So now, what do we look out for on Cardian? Moving on now, what is the problem? Like, what is the challenge that we have to actually overcome on Cardian? It's very simple. Okay, scaling down now to the daily time frame. Again, we have every single right to be bearish on this guy, and we also have every single right to watch out for some bullish moves. Okay. Overall, this market is making series of lower lows and lower highs on the daily time frame. Okay, so but on the daily time frame. Okay, so now what would actually guarantee if we actually had more positions to this trade is if we do break below this 104 region. If we can successfully clear out 104, guys, we have space. All these guys dropping to 95. Believe me, if you doubt me, watch out for it. I'm calling it out here live for you guys to see once and for all. If Cardian can break through 104, if Cardian can reach 104, we have space, guys. There's so much space to 95, so much space to 95. All right, so much space to 95. This is practically 900 pips aside the pips that we've got here. So plus or minus, we are bagging 1,000 pips if this plays out. Do you understand? Then also going by the range principle again. Going by a range trading principle that says that the total amount of pips accumulated here, the market once it breaks, it has to give it that equal amount of pips. All right. Now, if you're going by this principle and you measure it nicely, you can see that even the market has even more room to the downside if you're going by this principle. Should the market break below, like should this chart pattern be confirmed? By the way, it is actually confirmed if the neckline successfully gets broken. So should this neckline get broken, this guy is collapsing all the way to this point, all the way to I like to put it at 94, 95, because that is where, I mean, that is the most significant reversal point, all right, according to price action. But following the range principle, this guy even has some more downside. I'm not targeting 91. That is overly ambitious. I would definitely target 95, 94, 95 region, somewhere around here, like so. All right. So that is just that for Cardian. Beautiful trade breakdown. You really need to see how you do this thing. So yeah, long story short, I'm still very short this guy. Matter of fact, entries were somewhere around, like I said, entries are somewhere around here, and all trades are actually at break even now. So we have no risk in the market. Every single thing is moving in our favor. The market looks decent. It looks poised to give us some more money. However, in the event that it doesn't give us more money, we have actually made a lot of money on this guy. All right. So that is just that for CAD yen now. All right. So moving on to the pound yen. This is also a very decent pair that I'm actually currently short on. Entry somewhere around here like so. So again, for the monthly time frame, let's see how things look. Okay. Let's see how things look from the monthly time frame real quick. Okay, all right. So yet again, the market is actually at supply levels. All right. So yet again, the market is actually at supply levels. Yeah. So you can see this guy supply level 1 with reacted. So we had a fake out here and then retest, and then this is most likely going to continue downwards. All right. So now for the pound yen here, it has a very similar setup to that of the CAD yen. However, it's just a bit different from it. So now let's see again. Monthly supply level intact, every single thing is intact. All right, so let's see if we can plot our trend lines like so. So let's try and connect the dots. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Try and connect the dots. Okay, so let's see how things look on the pound yen. So for the pound yen here, we have so for the pound yen here we have, right, so for the pound yen we have this trend line, ascending trend line here. So this is so the market has always had issues breaking above here. For some reason in 2015 this guy had issues breaking above here, collapsed all the way down, and for some reason the pound yen has had issues breaking above this 196 region. The last time it got here, it collapsed all the way back down to 125. Can you imagine? Just tried and then collapsed all the way back down. And now it tried the third time and it's looking like it wants to collapse. This is having issues breaking above. All right, so quite so. All right, so far so good. This 196 region is proving to be very solid. So what I would actually show you guys now is getting down to the weekly time frame. Let's see how things. First of all, we have established the trend line. All right, so we have the first touch, second touch, third touch, somewhere around here. So scaling down to the weekly time frame, obviously this is giving some series of higher highs and higher lows on the monthly time frame, which is evidently bullish. So now scaling down now to the weekly time frame. Let me just show you guys one. So on the weekly time frame here, we have a very beautiful level to watch out for, which is this demand level somewhere around here, like so. All right. So now the market is just playing around this whole point, and so far so good. We have actually been short. I have so onto the pound yen. So the market is so onto the pound yen. The market has successfully put in a double top, similar to what we had on CAD yen, and you guys know what this means. All right, a double top on the weekly time frame is dangerous. It means business. If you see this guy on the 4 hour time frame, don't worry. But daily time frame, nah. Weekly time frame, get worried. Believe me, get worried. All right. So as it stands now, this market is looking like it wants to come in for that third touch of the trend line, which is somewhere around 159, like so. All right. So this one was very easy to call out, to be honest. Double top somewhere around here. This was so one other trick is that whenever the market gives you a chart pattern, it will most likely pull up to at least half of the entire length of that chart pattern. This is a trick, by the way. So guys, there are tons of things you guys are missing out to. You really need to grab my program. Come and learn how to trade properly. Come and learn how to trade. I'm passionate about forex trading. I kid you not. You have no idea. You have no idea. All right. So this is a chart pattern. The market always move at least half of the entire length of that chart pattern. Yeah, I've seen it happen countless times. All right. So now double top formation checked. All right, weekly time frame trend line checked, demand level checked. So the market will always test the demand level again at least 3 times. All right, so now the market is just so now this guy's giving us a nice beautiful double top here, confirmed it, broken neckline somewhere around here, like so. Neckline is checked, broken. So best believe without any iota of doubt, pound yen is collapsing to at least to 184, at least to 184. All right, then from here you can now look at for maybe it's going to collapse further or not. But I kid you not, I'm in this trade, I'm holding this trade. I've actually added some more positions somewhere around here. So let me just show you guys something real quick. So this is the weekly time frame, yeah. So on the daily time frame, so this is how the daily time frame looks like. All right, so you have a double top nicely. We have the pullback to half of that entire length, and then on its way down, the market created another supply level for me to work with. All right, it was an easy one. All right, very easy peasy here. I just came out here, created it nicely. Beautiful supply level here. I didn't even have to stress about this one. All right, first of all, it was like textbook beautiful supply level somewhere around here, and trend lines were out of the way. All right, again, trend lines were out of the way, so I had no reason to worry about anything. I was not paranoid. In fact, I was very confident. I'm still very confident about this trade, that this guy's gonna collapse all the way to at least 184, at least 182, 184, somewhere around here. Let me just mark it out nicely for you guys to see. So this market is definitely collapsed all the way to this point, at least 183 billion, somewhere around here, like so. All right, so entries were somewhere around here, stops obviously above this point here, because so I could actually see that this market has put in series of lower lows and lower highs. All right, so this low is high, this high is lower than its previous high, this one is lower than its previous one, this one is also lower. So this is technically at least according to this current price action, bearish. All right, so this is actually bearish. So I could see another thing as well. My mouse I was acting up. So I could see something like this as well. All right, my mouse always acting up, man. Guys, I have a very bittersweet relationship with this mouse. So I could see a trend line play somewhere around here on the daily time frame, right? So this was first touch, second touch, this was the third touch, and the third touch of anything, be it trend line, be it demand levels, all right, it always does the trick, always does the trick. All right, so it was a very simple trade for me. And then I even scaled down to the 1 hour time frame. I added some more entries somewhere around here, like so. So I had this beautiful supply level somewhere around here formed. So I was waiting for all I did was just wait for the market to pull back nicely, and then this level also balanced out perfectly with my Fibonacci tool. So it was pretty much easy for me to execute this trade already. Alright, so entries were made somewhere around here, like so, the 4 hour time frame, somewhere around here. I executed actually entries were made somewhere around inside of here. Alright, around 192 was where I executed this trade nicely. And I've been holding this guy. It took a while for us to be in profit. The market just playing around, and then it eventually started to collapse. All right. So and then obviously stops were somewhere above here. Oh, I always put my stop loss according to structure. Right. So I put the stop losses at least one, at least. So obviously my stop losses were somewhere above here, all right. So I always put my stops above structure, all right. So I made this guy all the way back down to this point, and I made some other entry somewhere around here on around 180. I added some more. So I added some more entries somewhere around 190 after this market has broken and then given me a new low. I moved stop losses past break even currently, and then this market is actually rolling risk free, and I added some more entries here, and then this market broke this low again. This guy is actually running risk free. All right, so long story short here, prime targets for actually this is exactly how my trade looked. If it doubts me, come to my Telegram community. He's posted there, man. So this was exactly how my trade looked. I put stop losses quite somewhere around here, like so, and then always above the recent high, and then first TP somewhere around here, and then the overall TP is all the way down to this trend line, you know. At this point, so see, we have about 1,300 pips to go on this guy, and so far so good. We've just pocketed not even up to half of the entire move. All right, so this is just the trade I'm currently holding at the moment. um this trade is actually running risk free as we speak. I don't see any reasons as to why I should be worried about this guy at the moment. Once we get to 184 somewhere around here, I would actually start I'll lock in some more profit and then watch out if the market will give me some more entry opportunity, and this will be equal to 1,300 pips on this guy. I don't see any reason as to why this will not play out. If anything comes up, I'll be back here to let you guys know. All right, so on to the next pair, the USDJPY. I just want to explain something real quick to you guys, because as far as the USDJPY remains weak, the rest of the yen pair should actually follow suit. All right, and now the market seems to be breaching 149. All right, so let me open your eyes to something very big, guys. All right, so this is the USDJPY monthly time frame chart pattern. All right, so on the monthly time frame, we have a massive inverse head and shoulders pattern here. All right, now, I mean, obviously, once you break out of a chart pattern and test the neckline, you should continue higher, isn't it? Yeah. However, now there are little things here and there that you guys missed out on the way, which I actually want to teach you guys once and for all. All right. So we have a very big chart pattern, no doubt. Actually, if you actually measure this guy, USDJPY is nowhere near where it actually ought to be in terms of reaching a new high. For this guy nicely, we have from this bottom here all the way to the top like so, and then once you parade it nicely, bring out this guy. Let me show you guys something real quick. Guy. So you see, USDJPY according to a range trading principle is nowhere near where it ought to be. All right, so believe me, as far as this guy remains above this green bar, I am long term, very long term, very long term bullish on USDJPY. All right, case closed. Now let's talk about current price action. Now you see, when the market breaks a level, yeah, first of all you have a trend line here that's connecting this guy, a beautiful trend line from this low and this point. Okay, so now scaling down to the weekly time frame, I just want you guys to just learn and walk through my thought process. Believe me, you will not regret this. So now looking at the weekly time frame here, what do we have on our plate? Very simple. All right, pretty easy. Let's see. Again, do we have any inner trend lines that we can work with? Let's try and connect the dots. Lower point here, this guy here, okay, which is looking like there's something we can play with. Yeah, okay, so you see At this point, you have first touch, second touch, third touch here. This is the fourth touch. So at this point is where you want to be really careful with your USDJPY short, because now the market will reverse at this point here. It could easily reverse, and if you see the market slow down here, best believe it is technically normal. Two hurdles to cross. You have that trend line number one, and then we have that 149 region. Now, best believe, according to price action, we ought to even come up for a third touch of a trend line, which is somewhere around 127. That's all the way back down here. All right, but according to this guy has to break below. So if he can successfully get USDJPY to break below, every other pair is gonna melt. Believe me. If USDJPY breaks below 149.297 or 149.300, we are definitely seeing USDJPY at first 140, pardon me, 140.500, first 140.500, and then subsequently we'll see this guy at 127.117. Believe me, all right? Believe me. If we can break below 149.300, we are definitely collapsing all the way to 140.500, and then subsequently 127.117. All right, this is exactly how it looks. This is exactly how it looks. All right. So you see, the inner trend line now is broken. So we have three trend lines at play. We have the outer trend line here, which is coming all the way from the monthly time frame. We have the weekly time frame, which is obviously holding this guy down at this point here. And then we have the inner trend line, which will most likely be very obvious on the daily time frame. Right. So we have the first touch, second touch, third touch, both this guy all the way through. We broke up below, he tested nicely, just playing around here, and then now we are actually officially out of this upward trend line, now pointing downwards. All right, because this was more or less a breakout retest continuation, breakout retest continuation. All right, so as far as this price action is concerned here, the only thing holding USDJPY back from collapsing is 149.297 to be precise. All right, once we are able to clear that base, guys, we have space all the way to 140, space all the way to 140, like this, like this. So you're hearing it here first on my YouTube channel that USDJPY, once it clears 149.297, we should actually see this guy collapse all the way to 140. Now, if you're not in this trade, I urge you to actually be calm and wait, because you really do not want to ruin things. All right, just stay calm and wait patiently. Allow the market break below. All right, let it break below nicely, and then come in for that pullback. Once we have broken here, and then we come in for that pullback somewhere around here, I'll be here to let you guys know, guys, we have trade for the rest of the year, man. Like, with this whole move alone, what if it clicks, you're good. Like, if it clicks, you're good. This whole move, if it clicks, believe me, you're good. As far as you are my subscriber, believe me, you're good. You are good. So allow the market breathe, let it balance out nicely, let it figure out what it wants to do with his life somewhere around here. Is it going to break below? Obviously, I'm seeing signs of weakness, like this guy is actually going to continue lower. But let's leave this on to the subsequent weeks. No, next week is another trading week. All right, so I'll be back here to let you guys know Wagwan. As it stands here, the rest of the pairs, the euro dollar, the Aussie dollar, the pound dollar, they are not ready yet. If they are ready, I'll be here to let you know. Believe me. So those pairs are not ready yet. Like I said, I know exactly when the market is ready. If you doubt me, all the best. All right. So I think that's that about that. I have no other thing to talk about as far as the yen pairs are concerned. I see no reasons as to why you should get worried. Obviously, this is the Fibonacci play again, because we have conflicting signals here, right? So this is obviously from recent low to recent high. You would definitely, you should not be surprised to see market reverse, at least slow down, or even give some pullback from there. See, these things are normal. The market will not move in a linear format. Believe me. You see, we're actually going to drop anyway. Look at how it moved. Wave. This guy will always, if it is due to drop, it will drop. Believe me. All right, so that's just that for USDJPY. I have actually broken down these three pairs for you, and if I see any decent entry on these pairs, I'll be here to update you guys. Like I said earlier, I'm currently holding all my trades across all yen pairs, and I hold on to your trades, guys. You've seen the potential in this market, guys. It's crazy. If this move materializes, we are actually good for the year, man. One whole stretch, good for the year. You feel me? If you found value so far in this video, I urge you to go ahead and subscribe and turn on the bell icon so that leave a like as well, so that whenever I come on here, you'll be among the very first to see my video. And your like also helps YouTube recommend this video to tons of other people, because they actually need help, guys. So let's help ourselves. Help me to help them as well by liking this video and sharing the video. Post a comment, guys. Ask me your questions in the comment section. I'm there to answer you. Believe me, I'm in the mood to answer questions. Ask me questions, guys. And feel free to check out the pinned comments in the comment section. You actually see the link to my Telegram community there. You can come, you see the link to all my socials there. You can follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, even though I'm not social as much. But yeah, you can actually follow me, and then you see a link to my Telegram community, and then also my recommended broker. Every single thing is there, guys.